Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. Or where do I even need more Lancasters, honestly? I just have so many all over the place. I guess we'll put them over here. The Russians are always a handful. It's not like it's that big a deal anyway. Not the Crusader. Didn't I move some Spitfires in? Yeah. Also, don't we have a Blenheim? Let's use that first. Was it? Alright. Yeah, the game really wants me to use these guys first. Cool. Okay, so I can see where the roads connect then. It looks like they probably, yeah, they link up right there and then just go straight. Or they just curve right here. Yeah, that was all I had. Sweet. Interesting, there's only two. I thought there were 3 or 4. Hey, I'll take it. Okay, let's make sure we kill that. Why is Yugoslavia parked right there? It's like they're blocking construction of a road. Oh, special fortresses. Okay, I didn't know Stalingrad had these. It makes sense, though. Russia doesn't get a ton of those. I mean, the Brits and the Germans have a lot of special fortresses scattered around their areas. And when you play them a bit, so does Japan. You get used to the idea of them being everywhere. And then all Russia's got is those Soviet garrisons all over the place. Those things are useless. Curious that the game thinks these fortified infantry have better chances of defending than the actual special fortresses, who have a, what, 3 or 4 better? I think it's a 3 better defense. Yeah. That's weird. Holy cow, yeah, this city is garrisoned. Oh, come on. What in the world? So now they're just refusing to kill their enemies. Okay, I think they're pretty much done. Okay, again, why are you allowed to shoot me down that time but not the other time? Just to harass his tanks, so we can't really use them this turn. Oh! Hello. Yeah, let's kill that. Pretty sure I've taken out the barracks in both these cities as well, so... yeah, that'll get the job done. Here, let's go ahead, take this now, and I'll move anyone I can into it. Alright. Let's grab any remaining Spitfires. They can go here. Okay, so... no fighters anywhere here? Yeah, I think that's what we've established. Well then, just out of spite, I'm sinking all your ships. Wow. You know, getting at these German cities is actually going to be kind of annoying. Maybe we should go through Istanbul. I hate that. It does have one in Odessa that somehow shot down a Spitfire. Okay, let's actually do this first. First one. Wow. You know what, actually? Yeah, focus on this. We haven't even gotten to the bottom of this stack yet. I hate these guys. I wish I could set up like an anti-radar tower that just lowered all their numbers in my territory. Frankly, I'm surprised there isn't some sort of attrition mechanic in, you know, a Civ game. Because most strategy-type games would implement something like that, especially if they're meant to cover any length of time at all, right? So like Age of Empires doesn't, because Age of Empires, it's moving faster than it would be in reality, of course. You know, I mean, it's a game, so it has to be, but it's not supposed to simulate the passing of huge chunks of time. Right, the entirety of a long game of Age of Empires could predictably take place within a matter of days, if even that. So, it's a little different on something like that, but like Rise of Nations, for example, and anyone who's played that, it moves about the same speed as Age of Empires, but it's supposed to simulate the passing of huge chunks of time, a lot like Civ. Civ, I mean, every turn in this is a week. That's like the shortest that a turn passing is in Civilization. Somehow, enemy units can survive indefinitely in your territory without ready access to any sort of supplies or anything. I guess it's possible they would say whatever square they're on that you're no longer allowed to work. They're just harvesting all their resources. They need to survive off of that, like invading armies usually did. I could see that being the reason, but then how are they surviving on mountains and in tundras and deserts? It would make those Arabian cities a lot harder to take if, like, 2 turns in the desert killed whatever units you had, if there wasn't a direct road or something leading to them. Or if you had to have a supply chain or something like that. I'm just a little surprised nothing like that is implemented in the game at all. All territories treated the same except for movement. Anyone who's ever played the board game Third Reich knows how vital supply is in that game. If your units get cut off from a supply chain to your territory, they can't move the turn that it happens. They're just immobilized for a turn unless you can restore that supply. If you can't restore the supply the next turn, they're all disbanded. They're all just gone. And that's made to simulate how it really worked, especially in World War II. When Germany was fighting with Russia, the Germans would use the tactic of luring the enemy in. They'd like attack, retreat a little bit, the Russian army would follow, and then their panzers just circle around them and cut them off. And they start harassing them until the Russians just gave up. And they did it many times. They took millions of prisoners that way, because the army would just surrender when it realized it couldn't escape. But there's no mechanic like that in this. Of course, at the same time, if you take a capital in that game, you win. Oh, look over that nation. The only country that doesn't apply to is Russia. If you take Moscow, the leaders just run back further. But everywhere else, you take Berlin, Paris, London, or Rome. Those are really the big players. That nation's just out of the game. If they can't take their capital back that turn, they lose. And they don't implement that in this either. It doesn't matter how much damage you do, that country survives till you've wiped out every last soldier and taken every last city. Alright. Pretty sure almost every Lancaster here is done. What little we have left, I'm going to try to use. That was it. We had one left, and somehow I found it in the middle of that stack. You guys got this. Let's take Breslau. Gotta drop these defensive units numbers down so we can actually hit that fortress and finish it off. It's gonna be annoying anti-air until we do. So I think the way that anti-air works is when you bomb a city or a square that has anti-aircraft units on it, each one of them rolls against your defense. That's my assumption, at least. And if one of them gets through, then you lose. Like, you die. But, But they don't stack, really. You just have to go through each of them. At least, that's what I've been gleaning. It's very possible that it's something more like the top number tries to shoot you down, and if it succeeds, it can't shoot anything else down. Really? Right as we reach it. It can't shoot anything else down until you, until next turn. That's possible. It's something like that, but I'm not sure. Let's just take this thing out, please. Come on. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna lose my entire Air Force trying to hit this one stupid fortress. Thank you. Yeah, the Russians will be able to attack Istanbul if we take it. But I have a handful of Matildas in Turkey, and Turkey's not really under threat anymore. Especially now that we have Stalingrad. So I'm thinking I should just do it. Oh, hello. That'll certainly contribute to anti-air. Can't even destroy those. Yeah, he's fortified this city heavily too. This thing's a fortress. Even without its actual fortress. I have a decent number of guys, but it's not as many as I would like. Goodbye, Elite. Okay, they should be able to handle what's left. Excellent. And now let's see if you guys can replicate our success. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's got any fighters left anywhere. Here, let's go ahead and use this guy to clear this out. Thank you. Depending on what he has in here, we might be able to take it. If we can ever hit it. The spot where Königsberg put its radar tower, there's no way at all I could ever fault them for that choice. It's great placement. And why are all these guys hurt? Did I bomb them at some point before? Did I bomb them last turn? Alright, we're gonna try to destroy this. Or not. Yeah, this city is not going to make it easy for us. Let's use the ones at Cagliari first. They can't reach the guys at La Coruna. Alright, now we'll use the rest. See if we can take Cordoba this turn as well. We should be able to, unless he's got like 30 people in there. So it looks like they cleaned up the damage after I bombed out the various roads, but they never replaced them over these hills. Which is probably a good thing, overall. Of course, the Spanish didn't have much time to do anything. They didn't have a lot of power to speak of in the first place, and Russia showed up in short order and wiped them out. So yeah, America absolutely finished off the last fighters in here. Yeah, how's it feel, Germany? To have this overwhelming force bearing down on you. In Gibraltar, where you have no hope of escape or survival. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. Nice. Do I have any... I've got a Cromwell. That'll work. Wow, that was it. Okay. We've got Istanbul. We've now officially kicked them all the way out of Turkey. Oh, I still have Lancasters here. Okay. Where's that yak? Die, you. I don't think I need the Spitfires here. Over here they might be able to do something. You know, thank goodness Russia was never building anything in here when they had the chance to. They didn't use Spain for any sort of transports or facilitated invasions of Africa or anywhere else. They just kind of sat here and did nothing. Like, there was quite a while there where I wasn't bothering them much. They had the freedom to do a lot. And then they chose not to. I realized that even if I kill that guy, they can't cross over the radar tower. Russia can't. So it still acts as a barrier. It's just one less German unit. Right, so we're all going to go up here. You two. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. These Lancasters aren't needed too much because these cities are having a lot of trouble building anything or drafting anyone. They're real out there. And I have a weirdly large number of Lancasters. I think I actually moved some of them away last turn, probably. Right, we might be able to take this one this turn. Okay, focus everything on that city. We already killed all its defenders last turn, right? So all we have to do is finish off the new guy. And then kill his best friend. But yeah, and our transport should be here, our convoy. So we can, Hi. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna have to bomb a decent bit. Let's go ahead and take the city now. There we go. Yes. Okay, now. Gotta kill this guy, and then we're gonna try to take out that stack. Okay, those are workers. That's what I thought, because we only bombed them twice and they were all at one. Okay, the Valentine can keep moving on that sucker. I think I'm going to send my Gurkha north. More comets. Just watch. By the time they make it to the front, there will be no war left to fight. Norwegians, go away. Stop sitting in my territory. Also, you guys, just the worst. Why are you here? I'm tempted to wipe you out just to get your infantry out of here. Alright, well, we have Stalingrad now. That one he might counterattack. Alright, so next turn we could take La Coruna, finish off the Russians out here. There's the Americans. Russia now has several opportunity areas that they can hit me with. They can attack. Well, no, they can't actually hit us. They can hit Warsaw if they come through here. And they could also hit Danzig. Once I take Königsberg, though, then they could hit us there, and that'd be it for as far as one-turn areas go. Everything else would take time. And if I could take both of these, then that pretty much seals them off. Then I'd just have to keep them from building up any numbers in my territory. I imagine the Poles are delighted to see me. Okay, same noise as the others. They look different, though, I'll give them that. I'm pretty sure this is a tank destroyer, not an actual tank. They're really designed for defensive purposes, but a 23 attack is nothing to scoff at. Okay, they were auto-moving. I wasn't sure. I should have checked first. Doesn't matter too much now. Alright, we're gonna try to cripple this city as much as we possibly can. Man, just cannot kill Russian units. Ignore all the other, like, hundreds we've killed this turn. Perfect timing. Oh, it's our comet. Okay, 9 in there now. Nothing new in the carriers. Okay, I think I've spread them out about as much as I intend to. Okay, we should be able to take that next turn. Probably that too, which would be awesome. This one will take a couple more than that, but we'll get to it. There are those guys. I don't think I'm really going to be able to catch them. It's whatever. And I did kind of send too many units over there, but it's no big deal. What else are they going to do? This Chinese wave is just rolling through the hills and forests very slowly, but they're not going to hit anything. Because we're ahead of them, and we're going to keep moving just to stay ahead of them. Because I have to for more than half a dozen more turns before we can actually get out of here. Okay, we have a Cromwell. You can move. I don't even know. I'm just throwing my workers around right now. And we might even be able to take that next turn. We'll see. Right. Turkey. Yeah, we don't need to worry about France anymore. I could send one onto this hill and take out that, but it's no big deal right now. If the Germans want to reinforce it, we'll kill whatever they reinforce it with. But I don't think they're going to. So the Germans now only have 4 cities. It's just Bucharest and Sofia, Königsberg up here, and then Gibraltar, which we're about to take. I think it's still going to be at least 2 turns before we can take Königsberg, because I'm going to need to get my artillery in position. They should be able to next turn. That'll also give the rest of my fleet time to meet up, I think. And then we can use all of them at once to bombard this city. And then let our Lancasters sweep in and finish off whatever's left. All the 88s in there are really what make it tricky. Now, the Russians may attack Istanbul. It's a big city, but it's in resistance, so we're not getting the 15 defensive bonus from it. All we are is fortified Matildas. Now, we've got 4 in here, plus a handful of Crusaders and Cromwells and South Africans. I don't think... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T-34s could attack us. That one won't because it's injured. 5 I can see are capable of attacking us. Anything, even in Odessa and further, can only get close but can't attack. As long as we can repel that wave, we can keep them off of us. And then I'll just have to use my Lancasters. I don't know what the ones up here, I might move them closer next turn. And then the ones here, I think, can reach down all the way in here, in Prague. I think I'll use them to try and bomb Sofia and any T-34s that might move closer. And the next turn we can take Sofia, and if I have enough left over, we'll hit Bucharest as well. How many guys does Germany have left? 8 German infantry, 4 88s and a fortress. Those are all up there. They still have a 109G somewhere. It's probably newly built. 2 security divisions. 12 motorized infantry. Let's see. Spy for Bucharest. Okay. He has a heavy artillery here. 4 German infantry, it looks like. 5 motorized infantry, which is quite a few. And Sofia... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's got a bunch of people in it. That's where all of his remaining heavy artillery, I think, are just in those 2 cities. All of his 88s are up there. He's got quite a few guys. Taking either of those is going to require some real dedicated bombing. I can also get my fleet inside now. And I think I'm going to do that and then start trashing whatever Russian ships I can find, because he's only got so many. It's hard to know what he actually has here and what he doesn't. He could have things parked in these cities, and then he's got a bunch of subs that could be anywhere. He may use his T-34s to kill off these stacks as well. I wouldn't be surprised at that. It's a bold move, it's in a forest, and their defensive numbers aren't terrible, but... I mean, I would absolutely go entirely focus on killing those guys. And then that would delay us another turn. And wipe out my attacking units on this front. It'd be a good play. But I don't think he has any way to stop us here. Like, even if he could attack this stack and destroy it, and I don't think he has enough tanks close enough to do that. And it's got a bunch of elites in here. I don't think he's going to kill enough of them to keep us from taking the city, and the second we do, the rest of our guys are rolling in. So I'm fairly certain taking this connects this road up. Might not give us these squares, but I think it'll give us all of these. I guess we won't know until we actually see it. Rather frustratingly, I mean, I guess I still have a couple turns before they get... Yeah, I still have 2 before I'm actually going to need to bomb the city, but I'm so consumed, all my bombers are just hitting these ones. I don't know, we're right on the front of very important Russian cities, so I'd expect they're going to put up a real fight. Right, over here. Go up here. Yeah, we can definitely take that next turn. I might have one of the Anzacs do it instead of one of the Gurkhas. Or instead of the Gurkha, that way, depending on how much territory we take, he might be able to get to this city faster than the Valentine. Oh no, this is the only one here. Alright, well next turn we'll take that. And this. None of those, because they take so long to get. Hopefully that. Possibly this. That one would hurt him bad. And it'd give us a real nice foothold right in the middle of his heart. We might be able to take Sofia, definitely not Königsberg, and hopefully Gibraltar and La Coruna. We could finish off the Spanish area completely, and that's my hope. Alright, so I don't think I have anything else on both my convoys that are out. This one still needs one more guy. I didn't get anyone here. No, I did. Cool, no more work needs to be done there. I feel like there's some way he could still attack us, but I don't think there is. I don't think he can hit Radom. I don't know, I think we've done about everything we can to prepare. Now it's just a matter of if it'll work or not. That should help. Alright, I think we just... Yeah, let's go to next turn. I still think it's funny that America threatened us for a luxury. Alright, we have to take Tirana, too. I totally forgot about that. It can't really defend itself. Oh, the Americans are bombing. That's good to know. Can that kill? I don't think it can. It can certainly destroy any remaining buildings. There you go, that's much more useful. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, they are determined to keep those workers away from me. Sensible. He's still just using them as reinforcement. Okay, I think that's going to attack my guy. Nope. Well, it looks like he shifted his focus, at least. He's no longer headed south. Now they're all headed north, which works great, because that's where all of my Lancasters are. It's certainly one of the moves of all time. If there's one thing I can say, it's that T-34s are going from one place to another. Seriously, what in the world is going through this computer's brain? How does it think this is a good call? Our men are very slowly weeding out the resistors at Freiburg. It won't matter once we clear out Germany completely. All of them are gonna immediately relent. Oh, right. Yeah, this is where I'm rushing them. I don't think the people in Warsaw or Radom are going to give me any trouble. There's a couple Germans, but I'm pretty sure there's also some Poles, and they're very, very happy, so they'll keep us from going into immediate disorder. At least I hope so. I don't want to comment wherever that is. I wish I could set a level of progression, like every city build these things in this order, and then it would just do that, so I wouldn't have to go through this every time. Because there's so many cities. Building the most basic of things. Or that I would just like to have, build the same thing constantly. And none of them will. It's super frustrating. Yeah, so not only did they not try to take Istanbul back, they abandoned that entire area. Taking Germany right there is now going to be easier than it's ever been. So it looks like right as we took out, or recaptured Poland, was the perfect time to take Istanbul as well. Although, given how Russia's been playing, I don't know that he would have attacked us for any reason, ever. Unless he can get 30 eyes around you. And then he might. Okay. So a new comet here. A new comet here. And there was somewhere else that wanted to build a comet now. But I really didn't want it to build a comet, but I accidentally clicked it before I could tell it to do anything else. Now I'm not sure where that was. Although I remembered for like 5 seconds after I did it. Found you. Wow, this city's pretty well developed. Get a coal plant. Alright, and we wake. Let's get this one. Okay, there shouldn't be any other pollution in most of these places. So yeah, certainly an interesting choice. So I think most of the guys at Dresden are just going to focus on wiping them out. And hopefully, I mean, if we could take Sofia, we can probably just walk right in and take Tirana the same turn. So we might be able to take both of these German cities and wipe Italy out in the same turn. Possibly. It depends on how good my Lancasters do. But I'm going to be able to focus all the ones from here and all the ones from over here on these. The ones over here are going to have... Well, we need to clear out Kharkov, which he was foolish enough to not attack us. So they're all just kind of sitting there. If we can take that city, that opens up a lot of doors. And if we can wipe out these Germans, then I can just use all of my Lancasters. We take out this cluster right here. You want to talk about crippling Russia. These things produce, and they're all on top of each other, and they're huge, and they make money. You take those out, it's going to hurt him bad. Yeah, no, I think we've got this. So our fleet's going to get in position, our artillery are going to move up, and the next turn we're going to hopefully take Königsberg. And this turn, we should be able to take both of these cities, and lock out Spain from ever being an issue again. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this one. So thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.